Hello, this is Unlock 3, listening and speaking for B1 level. We are in week 6 and this is day 1. In this video, we are going to discuss phobias. As you see in this picture, phobias are about fear. The dictionary definition of phobia is this. It is an extreme, often irrational, and uncontrollable fear of something. So the keywords in this definition are extreme, which means too much; irrational, which means you cannot explain it. There is no explanation and other people cannot understand you, maybe. And uncontrollable, you cannot control this fear. And you can be afraid of something. When we say something, it can mean anything. For example, you could be afraid of spiders. You can understand somebody who is afraid of a lion attacking that person. But it is really difficult to understand the fear of, for example, the fear of cheese. Some people are afraid of cheese. Can you imagine? But that's what it is. Phobia. Watch this video to understand how phobias work.
Oh, hell no.
Hey,
no.
Marvin, stay with me.
This pit bull puppy comes around a corner. My heart, almost jumped out of my body.
Stay with me. You're okay. Stay with me. Let's do this together. You're good. You're in control. If you're backing up, you're running from your fear. We'll let the dog get closer to you, but I don't want you to back up. This dog represents 40 years of being in pain. So can I let the dog come closer?
A little bit.
Okay. Okay, you tell her when to stop. I'm gonna let you tell her. Okay. All right. Good. You're good. Do not look away from the dog, okay? Go ahead and come a little bit closer. You're all right. Okay. Think of your family who is not gonna want you to suffer. I think you should pet the dog.
See, no, he's looking at me. No.
Marvin, come on, Marvin.
Ooh.
Think of your girls. Think of your girls. Think of your girls.
I'm a coward.
You're not a coward. You are not a coward. You are a strong person. You're not a coward, Marvin.
So as you can see, this strong man is afraid of a little puppy. But this is irrational. It is extreme fear, and he cannot control this fear. So that's a phobia. Some interesting facts about phobias. Phobias are usually categorized or grouped into 4 different segments. Some people are afraid of natural environment. For example, some people are afraid of green stuff. Some people are afraid of water or space. Fear of animals include, these things. Remember Marvin? He was afraid of little dog. So it is called cynophobia. Or I don't know, maybe kinophobia. Probably cynophobia. Medical treatment. Some people are afraid of blood or dental procedures or needles. And some people are afraid of different situations. For example, claustrophobia, afraid of flying. And what is this? I'm not sure. Probably speaking in front of people. In your book on page 75, there is a discussion. Let's look at the phobias below here and discuss the questions that comes after those. So, for example, arachnophobia is fear of spiders. Many people have this. Personally, I'm not afraid of spiders, but, well, I cannot touch them. I can see them, no problem. I like to have them in my house because they eat insects. So I don't think I have arachnophobia. What is this? Trypanophobia. It's a fear of needles. What are needles? So this is a needle. Do you think you have this fear? Some people are afraid of cats. Some people are afraid of water. It is called aquaphobia. What is claustrophobia? It is fear of being in a closed space like this. If you are in a very, very small room or in a box, you cannot control your fear. It means that you have claustrophobia. And how about this? Nomophobia. This is a little funny. I think this is a modern phobia. Fear of being out of a mobile phone network. So that's why mo comes from mobile phone and no comes from no mobile phone. It means that you are connected to your phone and you cannot live without your phone. Your phone controls you. Look at this cartoon. She's scared. She's trying to find something in her bag in panic. And she is panicking more. And then finally she finds it. That's nomophobia. What else do we have? Fear of dogs and fear of heights. Heights means, high places. I might have this fear because I don't like to look down from a high building or look down from a cliff like this. So maybe I have this fear. I'm not sure. So let's look at a few questions about phobias. Do you know anyone with a phobia? What do you think are the most common causes of a phobia? Do you think it is possible to cure one? How? So, question one, do you know anyone with a phobia? For example, my wife is very afraid of bees. She cannot control it. Bees are very small animals. The only problem with bees is they might sting you. They have a needle at the back and they might sting you, and it might cause a allergic reaction in your body. So my wife probably has bee phobia. I don't know what it is called because, as you see, a lot of phobias, the terminology comes from Greek or Latin language, but I don't know what this fear is called. So, what do you think are the most common causes of a phobia? Maybe when she was young, when she was a child, maybe a bee stung my wife, and after that she developed a fear. And today she cannot control this fear. For example, if we are having breakfast outside in the open air, and bees like to come at the table of people who are having food on the table, and they like to taste the food. But when my wife, for example, sees one or two bees coming at the table, she jumps out and she runs away. She cannot control it. Do you think it is possible to cure one? I think it is possible to cure this fear of bees by helping the person, by talking to the person, trying to calm the person a little bit, and try to explain, maybe show videos to that person about, for example, bees, how they work. And even if they sting you, they should understand that it is actually good for the person. So I think it is possible to cure fears by a lot of hard work. So what do you think? Do you know anyone with a phobia? And what do you think are the causes of this phobia? And do you think it is possible to cure this? And remember to give details in your answer. In this video, we looked at phobias. Now you can go to the next video to study how to talk about achievement.